Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, guys, we will be reviewing and test driving a 2024 Chevy Silverado EV. Yep, these are both good-looking vehicles. We have the white RST and the black RST. Now, to be transparent, these are the two vehicles that I'm looking at. I'm still trying to determine if I want to get the black on black. It looks fantastic, but hard to keep clean, or the white. But yep, just please enjoy this overview and test drive as we walk through these vehicles, their specs, and how they drive. All right, let's start with the interior. So this RST, like all GM RST models, you do have that sporty look. You can see that red pinstripe. The vehicle, they've done a really good job with that. Now, I will say that compared to the Sierra, there is a little bit more plastic here, a little bit more vinyl in certain spots. So definitely, it's about a $6,000 difference in price, but you are going to get a better interior on the Sierra. But I really do like this Chevy interior. Again, back to the exterior. I mean, this looks aggressive and mean, right? So those 24-inch aluminum wheels look fantastic. You still get some rubber, not as much rubber as I normally like. So it's a little bit different. This is more of that street sporty look versus the off-road look. But there is going to be an off-road version coming late 2025. So that's what you want to go with. You can wait for that. But I still think this looks really good. That white with the black, it has a stormtrooper vibe to me, and I'm really feeling that. One cool thing about the RST is that all of where it would be plastic is black paint match. So that's not really nice here. Also, it does have that throwback Avalanche vibe. I'm actually in one of the EV groups on Facebook, and I saw someone had a sticker that they put EV Avalanche on it. Yeah, I mean, I think GM, what they did is they were able to make something that looks familiar and new, right? So that classic Avalanche design, also with the new Silverado design, but also, have that refreshed EV look to it, right? So this vehicle looks like nothing else on the road. So some people might not know that it's an EV, but they're going to be like, hold up, what is that? I mean, like even this front grille, right? With the LEDs, completely different than the gas. And let's talk about this frunk, right? I mean, this frunk is awesome. Look at all that space. You can definitely, put 2 to 3 carry-on luggages in there, a duffel bag, shoes, basketball, all types of stuff, right? It's really functional, and that's probably one of the favorite things that I really do enjoy about EVs is taking the space that was used, for the engine and everything else, and kind of giving that space a second purpose, right? So definitely thanks Tesla for starting this, and I'm glad that other manufacturers are keeping along, right? And kudos to GM for continuing that, because some manufacturers have been stubborn and they're giving you baby frunks, if not any frunk. Like for example, I think some of the Mercedes ones, you can't even open it. Only the manufacturer can open it, right? And that's because they didn't make the vehicle ground up. They just took an old vehicle, made it an EV. Kudos to GM for taking this serious and making the vehicle from ground up. I mean, all the angles that look at this Chevy, it looks phenomenal. I'm really debating on, do I like the Chevy or do I like the Sierra? I think the Sierra has a little bit more aggressive in-your-face grille versus the Chevy is more sleek, cut through the wind and a little bit more modern, right? So, but they both look phenomenal. Even just the headlights, the design, everything really slopes, right? And you can really see how they've taken the design and also they've embraced the aero. And you can just see how the wind from this angle is really going to just, swoop over the vehicle and help out with that resistance. And people don't realize that often half the energy for any vehicle, gas or electric, is literally just getting through the wind. So if you can really focus on those aero, you can make a phenomenal vehicle. And we talk about phenomenal vehicle. This vehicle is getting 440 miles of range. And that's not just advertised. The testers are actually getting 440 miles of range, right? So granted, that's probably at 70, 75. If you're going to be going 80, 85, maybe you're only going to get 380 to 400, but that still beats any and everything out there for real world range, right? Again, We're not just talking about the advertised range and embellishing it and, hey, best case scenario, putting on a test track with perfect conditions. No, people are really getting, 400 plus miles of range, which is phenomenal. Now let's talk about this interior screen and tech. So I had a 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500. And it was the first year that they brought in the bigger screen, and they've just gotten better and better and better. So for me, I like this because it's familiar, because I've been in a Chevy or a GMC the last 3 years. So I've had the layouts, but they've just really taken it to the next level. I can just tell that the processors, the computer chips are a lot faster, a lot smoother, and they've done a really good job kind of refining the software. Now onto the test drive, going 70 miles an hour, 75. I mean, this thing 80, 85. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to go that fast, right? But this thing just moves. It's almost scary how fast this moves. You don't even realize how fast it's moving. And just with the quality of the suspension and the ride, it's like an old school Cadillac, right? Like that smooth Cadillac that your grandparents had, just big body, right? Smooth, like riding on air. You don't feel the bumps, right? And with 24-inch rims, you'd think it'd be a really bumpy ride, not really feeling the bumps, which is phenomenal, right? So again, what more can you ask for? 440 miles of range, smooth ride. Speed, 0 to 60, whenever you put it in the wow mode, I think it's 4.4, right? So you're getting sports car speed, phenomenal EV range, and a great ride. And plenty of space for the family. Like, how can you do any better, right? So again, Chevy, GM, you guys, you took the challenge of, hey, we want to be aggressive and serious about EVs, and you raised the level, right? So now it's a, call out to every other manufacturer, match us or beat us. And right now, no one's even close, right? Cybertruck, love the Cybertruck. Not anywhere close, right? So the Cybertruck's advertising 325 miles of range, and people are getting, 280, 270 maybe, versus 440 and actually getting 400. It's not even the same league, right? So again, everyone has pros and cons. Clearly, Tesla's technology is better, and they're more efficient, right? So they're doing, pretty good on the range with almost half the battery. But what did GM do? They gave us what we wanted. We wanted range. They gave us the range. So, I mean, kudos to GM. I couldn't, ask for more in an electric vehicle, electric truck, right? So I honestly think this is going to be my next vehicle, just from the experience. And I test drove the electric Silverado twice. I liked it that much. I test drove it, and I texted the salesman. I said, hey, man, I got to drive it again, man. I like it that much. So I'm really seriously contemplating getting this sometime November 2024, or maybe even December, right? I'm going to work on the price, work on the numbers, see if I can get the numbers right. If the numbers make sense, it makes sense. But, man, this thing is just pretty awesome, right? Yeah, I mean, and now we're in Super Cruise, right? So you see that green bar? The car's driving itself. So this is Chevy's version of full self-driving, and it's pretty smooth, and it keeps you in the lanes. And if someone is in front of you, it'll switch lanes by itself to get around them. And if you're in the fast lane and there's plenty of space, it'll move you over because it doesn't want you in the fast lane. And I'm sitting here learning this stuff real live, like, wow, the algorithm and how this is coded is genius, right? Like, it's following the flow of traffic. It's following the traffic rules. It's putting you in and out. Very natural. No jerks. Really smooth, right? So Super Cruise is phenomenal. And, people have been hyping this up, and I've been reading articles about Super Cruise this, Super Cruise that, but I didn't believe the hype until I experienced it. And yeah, this thing it's the real deal. Super Cruise is pretty phenomenal. And if you get a brand new Chevy EV or GMC, you get it included for 3 years. That's right. The first 3 years are free, right? So Tesla is charging you, I think if you want to do the subscription, $100 a month. And granted, it's better. It's, location to location, but Super Cruise is getting you there, and it's included for 3 years, right? How do you touch that, right? Again, so let's wrap this up. So vehicle looks phenomenal. Either I'm going to go for the black, I'm going to go for the white. Comment below, let me know which one you like better, guys. Do you like the black because black is always crispy, or do you like the white version, guys? Because I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think about it. Black vehicles, love them. They're going to get scratched. They're going to be dirty. But man, when they're clean, they look phenomenal, right? It's like Batmobile. So I'm still debating on that. Yeah, man, it looks good. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and sub to the channel. Thank you very much. You guys have a blessed day.